Let's see what tomorrow brings.
We're having our writing session that we've incorporated. We started this in October 2006. Oh, great.
Live Unraveling Consciousness Connection.
Woo! One more time.
Live Unraveling Consciousness Connection.
So what we do is we go around and we each contribute a word or a phrase, and then at the end, we all use those. We don't have to use them all, and you don't even have to use any of them. It's just a way to have, spark an intent. And I'll say, shine on, shine on. Welcome to the San Quilmas Culture Club. First Sunday, when we be thankful that we have the ability to create. To all of those entities and energies that allow us and come down into this sphere of the earth where we can pick up those messages from creation itself, from the universe, to be creative in every way. Whatever way you are creative, we thank the Creator and creation itself for that capability. First Sunday of the month, we'll be here. Here we go. Welcome back to the now. Well, now it's the now. And now it's the now. Over and over again and again. We get lost in the world of thought. Forget how fast time moves past us, and through intent and the constant unraveling of consciousness, we reconnect to the present moment. And let's see what tomorrow brings. How to get there from here. We continue to shine on, shine on, shine on. And there it is. So we've got an open mic, everybody.
Sunday, pomegranate seeds here and there. Too much sun, too fast to slow down. Will tomorrow come? Portraits of lucid dreams, hot, hot, hot. Hammer it into your love life. Form a habit, a kink in the time wheel. You were special and no one had to tell you. Intended like you're supposed to. Damage done to the dear, drastic drinking parts, drowned and dangerous. Going bad on a Tuesday. I've been above, I've been below, I've been high, I've been lower than low could go, but the breeze still feels amazing. My drug, my sex when I need it. I hope I never learn my lesson. Life less than a mustard seed, less than 100 years I'm going to be here. So I'm gonna make some noise, damn it.
And Diego Ray. We got Ray Z.
Oh, it was the best thing, man, because I had gone to a few open mics, And I went to the library. I took out taco shop boys from California, and they go to taco shops and they do the same thing with jazz music. And then I saw the ad, and I was like, "Holy, this would be awesome! I got to experience this." Because I was sharing my stuff, but with music it's different. Slow me down, kind of enunciate the lyrics, stretch it a little further. I like it. 2007, I think I saw an ad in the Current that got me to Guadalupe Street Coffee Shop, and that's where it all took off. Yeah, I kept my first journal like away from my studies when I was at the University of Incarnate Word in the 90s, and then I got tired of reading ultimately, and I just started writing my own stuff. It became more like writing toward something to perform or share. Like, it's very therapeutic to write. Psychology, studying psychology is like very introspective. It's very internal. Before there was too much hot sun to shine on. Someone took the last fight, and 3 years became let's sleep on it and see what time vortex tomorrow brings. From there to here, it was damaged temporal temptations. As above, there below, it was give me that cookie, potions of it. Give me pomegranate seeds, grapes off the vine, and pecan water. Slow down with one thing at a time as the lucid dream welcomes you to the now. The no clue, no hint, obvious game. You are a live, unraveling consciousness connection. You know, in the damn it all to hell, there zone.
Up. Come on, Terry. Okay, here we go. Terry Armstrong. Now we bring it back down. So if you can't hear the poem, we're in trouble. If you can't hear the poem, bend it down.
Thank you, guys. Welcome to 801 West Russell. Support your local venue. Jazz Poets writing session. A few drop lines. Let's see what we can come up with. I think we're calling this one San Quilmas. From here to there, one thing at a time. Portions of this and that, come rain or come shine. A live consciousness of a lucid dream. Welcome to the now, much more than it seems. Where to go from here? Let's sleep on it tonight. See what tomorrow brings, come the morning light. San Quilmas, San Anto, you know? San Antonio, Andale, oh.
We got Mandy Lynn. Here we go.
Stained hands from where I've been working. Stained feet from where I've been walking. Stained eyes from where I've been weeping. Stained knees from right where I kneel down to pray. It is here, on the thickness of rust-red clay banks, muddy Mississippi, that I kneel on pins and scab knees, with scripture carved in my hair. Bloody eyes scanning the magenta skyline, sweaty palms clasped in my only vision of prayer, that if and when I finally stumble face first upon my own version of God, that God is too much love to be stuffed into a vessel of He's, or she's or what ifs or whatever the fucks and sailed down the river. No, I have scavenged the wilderness, splintered the heights of midnight pine trees in the wake of burning forage, hoping that I could stargaze down into the water surface and feel the reflection of greater good. Seeking only a place to bury my stained knees in untouched earth, a place so quiet I could hear God scream forgiveness. I have always needed a graceful God, but where the fuck was God when God needed me? I have crawled here on stained knees to reconcile my second thoughts, because any God of mine cannot be the callous judge of condemnation that God's chosen claimed him to be. And if God is love and love is God, I will speak love into existence, calling God out by God's real name. It is here, on the river's edge, that I, of toil, of wasted time, of devil's tool, of spoiled faith, collapse my poor plate bones upon the ceremonial stone, and I begin to sing a solo. So low, it's not fit for love. But love hears me. With love ears, love pierces the sound barrier, shatters the equator with love like eyes, and love like levity. Love makes love's way to me, and love bows down to meet me where I am lying to myself about all the things I've done. And love knows my love's honest truth, but my love won't hear of repentance. Love just sets aside love differences, and love God's me enough to kneel, make muck of turned stone, lift my broken body to the longing heavens, and carry me home.
That's Mandy Lynn, y'all. We have the luxury, this place here, the San Quilmas Culture Club, to present our poetry with music. And wow, that trumpet sounded beautiful. It was so wonderful. Okay, so who's up after me? We got Ron. Yeah, I think the trumpet would be good on this one too, man. Hey, yeah, yeah. From the subterranean tunnels to the highest towers of my hardwood palace, testing all the levels of the playground it has become, watchdogs day and night, and they all know me well. Micro to macro managing with delight the tempered temperament of every room, every floor, every dungeon. Somber pulpits, well-lit closets, powder rooms and turrets, all harmoniously aligned. Tools of destruction put aside and gathered, and put aside again, then gathered, used in war, bloodied, cleansed, and put aside again. Remorse, longing, gradual hope, courage, kill ratios, body counts, hallways crossed and recrossed, guests that never leave, soiled linen, iron beds, tears in the chapel that will never dry. Visitors become nuisances, and then they are lovers. Carrier pigeons, sparrows, swallows, and doves all become fodder for the pies. Glorious ribbons of color wave in the breeze above the pig pens, the chicken coops, and the barn. Carry me there, imagination. Take me home again. Ported waters of a thriving moat, rain of synchronicity. Time to test the cosmos by doing something else. Don Mathis.
When I was a little boy, I used to think AM radio stood for Augie Myers. Hey, Augie, que paso? You know, you're our favorite vato. You play that Tex-Mex with a lot of soul, and you can rock that rock and roll. Your keyboard sound defined a generation. They even played on the country station. I was listening to the radio when the song came on, Mendocino. That Vox organ music turned my head around. I never heard anything like that kind of sound. She's about a mover. I'm walking down the street looking for a girl like I'd like to meet. Whoa, yeah, hey, look at that Southside girl now, what I say? That dynamite woman is looking so fine. I wonder who'll be the next in line. It was the beginning of the end of the British invasion. Sir Douglas Quintet asked, can you dig my vibrations? I dance a T-bone shuffle with Linda Lou. That's just one of the things I used to do. Thelma from Selma was a backwoods girl. She digs my love all around the world. I was at the Teen Canteen late one night when I met Lord August in the Visions of Light. He was a high Texas rider wherever he goes, playing that acid rock in the San Antonio Rose. The rains came at 2:45. That don't bother Matilda, she's my sugar bee. And it didn't even bring me down when Sheila Tequila ordered another round. I went to Michoacan via Nuevo Laredo, stopped for Dos Tacos from Poco de Nero. LaRonda told me when I walked in the door, my frijoles ain't free anymore. Asked that chiquita down on the border for some guacamole with my order. My papas ain't salty, she said with a tease. Be real, I told her, love her please. But a little bit is better than nada. Sometimes you want the whole enchilada. If you really want me to, I'll go see the superstars called the Texas Tornadoes. But in time, the great Doug Somm died. It saddened us all, a man can cry. And then Freddie Fender turned off the lights and we had some more wasted days and nights. It was fun while it lasted, but the music's not done. Easy Rider Augie, he's still number one. He keeps on rocking the West Side Blues again, and Flaco Jimenez out there playing in Seguin. You have to roll with the punches all of your days if you want to keep up with their revolutionary ways. So when you see Augie Myers walk in with a grin, just open up your heart and let the sunshine in. Augie Myers, thank you.
Pablo Hernandez, first time on the jazz poetry microphone. Got a first timer. Pablo, vámonos.
Don't make me pull teeth. I'm already picking the pomegranate seed out of my own. The pimple's getting bigger. Temporal temptations intensify. Words don't make sense. That's why I don't use them. And music's too complex. Designing takes too much of my energy. So I'll just sleep on it. Float a little bit. Okay, well maybe I'm sinking. But who's conscious enough to tell the difference? There's too much sun in here, so let's go outside. Booze has no buzz, and green isn't so green. So play louder, musicians. Let the milk flow from pecans and the honey from a can. Your love is the only high that I get. I've tasted others, but none as sweet as you. Laced with something that I can't quite put my finger on, but I don't care, cause I'll figure it out someday. So let's see what tomorrow brings. You can have the last bite.
This is one of my first experiences with it at all.
I love it. I always love getting up on stage or behind the mic and performing for people, or just for my own sake. It's a lot of fun for me.
Poetry and music are hand in hand for me. It's like word music.
Well, I love poetry in general, but it's the groove. It's just the fact that we have this beautiful collaboration of artists that come together and we write together, we jam out together, we take turns performing poetry. We don't even have a list, we just intuitively take turns, and it's about community.
What I write about is everything that just pops into my head at that very moment. The things that I don't say when I want to say them, and things that I don't know how to say in the best way that I can.
So I have this line in my poem, I feel free when I could give words that heal others, just as the words of others have helped heal me. If I can make somebody, come to realization, or if I can make somebody feel warm, or if I can just like give across, good, pure human emotion, no fluff, that's kind of my goal, because other writers have done that for me, and I want to give back in that same way.
For me, poetry is about connection, and the fact that we have a tendency as human beings to judge each other by what we look like, and when we hear each other's writings, when we hear each other's deepest thoughts, we can move past what we see on the surface, and we realize that we have more in common than we do that separates us.
You think that we're building something new, but we're tearing it down to studs. What's the difference? Compost, earthworms, fungus, mushrooms. Has the pecan had enough to drink? Just like love will do. Will the bougainvillea ever bloom? Just like love will do. You'd think that it's spring, but Santa Muerte is in my dreams. A hand on my shoulder, a breath at my neck, like the hand of a captor, like the breath of a lover. Time to gather the tinder and fuel for the fire. The driest, deadest branches work best to keep our warmth. It's gotta be, it can't be, it must be. Pulling hope from denial, just like love will do. Resilience from exhaustion, growth from stasis, life from last breath.
There's Matt Garcia. We got another tall guy coming up right now. Let's welcome jazz poet Mitchell Hornbeak.
a los pies de la primavera. Queremos empujarle hacia la región nuestra. Quisiéramos arrastrarle cerca de nuestro corazón. Su opuesto imagen tan frío se impone y se mete sin detenerle para enfriar corazones y cuerpos. Aquí en Texas te dejamos ganar una pulgada con esperanzas de ver abejas emparedadas con flores de laureles de las montañas. Pero más al norte te estás imponiéndote muy a fondo a causar dolores. On the hills of spring, we see you and we sometimes feel you in valleys and persimmon plains. But the closer you get, the more you tell us. I'll bet to raccoons that you are far away, letting your neighbor dip below zero. It is true that you can cause delusions and make Texas cottonwoods start to be a buddy by budding abundantly and feel many more pulses.
Hello? Mic check, there you go. New Sanctuary, Safe Haven to Disappear, Artists Gathering. Familiar faces, Drifter Sits, Still Writer, Poetry Venue. Incognito Trip, as low-key as one can be, Quiet Symphony. Music in the air, drinking coffee from my cup, Artist Harmony. Warm invitation, Drifter wanders through the sea, Harmonious Life. Whispering echoes, golden secrets, colorless stories in the wind. To be heard again, unwritten stories blowing, colorless ink blots. Rolling camera, keep the art show flowing, please. Documentation. Must write it all down. Must record all the real truth. One more time, meet up. Rekindlement phase. Face-to-face encountering. Sixth sense, third eye, grace. Inspirational. Meet and greet, art scene building, exhilarating. Better than TV. This act stream so talented, getting together. Smooth, groovy beatbox, retro, slow-mo, cool disco, boogie nighttime theme. Places to go town, places to grow around town, live experiences. Time to live again. Share it, poet, it's that time. Shine, dead living boy. The show continues, and I must become a piece. Stage show production. Aquí ahorita, right here, right now, creation. Jazz with some pizzazz. Showmanship sequence. I want to feel energy. Ours in the making.
I want to welcome Brandon Davis to the mic stand here.
Please bring in chairs.
thing in common is we all die. Well, some women get it, and some get by. Some women hate man, and some rely. Well, some get wet, and some get dry. The only thing in common is we all die. We all die. Yeah, some of us are outgoing, and some are just shy. Yeah, some are all knowing and others have to pry. You invite her over to show her your third eye. The only thing in common is we're gonna die, you're gonna die. See that little girl over there? She gonna die, and her daddy too. Yeah, there ain't no good women, and I ain't no good guy. And I always wonder if she can tell when I'm high. You know, I just want to drop like a fly. The only thing in common is we're gonna die. Last verse. I don't think of you too often, but I think about you in a coffin. The only thing we have in common is I'm gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die, so are you next week. It's a little rough, but so is that.
There's a war going on in Ukraine. People are dying. And there's a river in Crimea. So the Crimea River. Yeah, it's funny, right? But that river is flowing with blood. Flowing with blood. Russian blood, Ukrainian blood. Yeah, it's a bloody river. So if you cry me a river, I'll cry a river for you, baby. Some sad shit going on over there, baby. I just want y'all to think about that for a minute.
I feel like some poetry wants music behind it, or some poets want to hear music behind their poetry. I'm one of them. I wanted to hear music behind this one poem, and then I was born in late 40s, 1940s, and I witnessed some of the beat poets, just here and there, you know, the 1960s, 1950s, and then I saw a movie, So I Married an Axe Murderer, and the guy was a poet, and he had a trio. I thought, man, I want to do that, my work, you know, my words. Hey, my name is Eduardo Cavazos Garza, and my stage name is Eddie Famous. And I started the Jazz Poets of San Antonio back in October of 2006. We've been going pretty much regularly at about 8 different venues. And we're here at the San Quilmas Culture Club 801 West Russell, San Antonio, Texas. The mission is to provide a constant microphone or stage for people and allowing for the continuation of people writing. Write it down. Be creative. I've got an album out, it's coming out, Eddie Famous and the Chromies. Starting April 19th, I'll be on KRTU at noon. It's 91.7 FM here in San Antonio or on the web, and you can check it out. We'll be talking about jazz poetry and the jazz poets and poetry and music in general.
On that note, I'm going to bring up Diego Rey. Come up to the microphone. My favorite poet only writes letters. Uses language like some little plaything. My favorite poet writes paintings of life, uses colors only she has access to. My favorite poet knows how to balance wisdom with fun. She was graceful and rough, a wildfire of love and life, and I could ramble on about random beauties, the breaker of boundaries, magnitude shaker in all directions and dimensions. Restrained by what? Subtle for no one. Saw the whole field while the rest were just guessing. My favorite poet loves dancing and doesn't sweat the little things. She's in on some holy secret. I know she is. She jokes around when she prays, and even God can't help but fall in love with her. And he talks back and tells her what heaven is like, and that 99% of us have it all wrong. That life is full of humor, truth is pure comedy. That the best of us are often funny and strange and free and informal. And he paints masterpieces across the sky, a sunset every day of summer for the little sunbather. Paintings as big as Brazil for her to lazily gaze at, all heaven-headed. And when you look in her eyes, you see her mind is weightless, and that there's rich, well-formed matter connected to places where blessings come from, and all I have is a brain. I wish you could meet her, my favorite poet. She doesn't write like I do. I often ramble. I'm often clumsy and clunky and immature. She has funny handwriting with drawings and notes, and like I said, she only writes letters, but they read like poems. My favorite poet doesn't write to me anymore. My favorite poet is now someone else's favorite partner. I'm not my favorite's poet's favorite any longer. Thank you.
Got a new poet on the mic for the jazz poets. Welcome, Shell.
Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Good. I know I've been away, but oh, how much I miss you each year that passes by. I just try to get by while still holding the ache of your absence. It hurts more to relive cherished moments with you. When someone brings up your name, my heart and stomach sink. I get used to it a little more each time. But how did I wait 13 years to get the best dad I could ever ask for? Then have you taken away just 5 years later? We weren't the traditional daddy-daughter duo, but you never shut me out. Never were too busy to talk to me. Always matching your words and your actions. A steady, strong, and exceptionally tender stepdad. You are always trying to get our family straight, making sure we're okay. All I can do now is to get by without you is use the lessons you taught me to keep our family growing strong. Para siempre. Thank you.
We're gonna improv right now with Mandy Lynn.
I'm gonna give these fine fellows a minute to get the music started first. We're doing some conjunto because this is National Poetry Month, and to kick it all off, we started at Mission Marquee, and we paid homage to La Música que Somos, right? So Don wrote a poem about Augie Meyer, and I wrote a poem about Flaco. One of my favorite musicians of all time, believe it or not. Actually, y'all can go a little faster. Yeah, let's do it. I don't know, we'll see how this works. Oh shit, I don't even want to read now, I want to dance. I was raised barefoot on the bayou with Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Buckwheat, Zydeco, 1s and 2s. And I was swept up by Texas tornadoes, spicy blend of caballero, polka, conjunto, rock and roll, oldies y corrido blues. Estilo Tex-Mex, they're honky-tonk English como yo, though they only spoke Spanish to me. But the deep throat notes and Flaco's voice cantando harmony in the backdrop always got me in a high bass mood. This uprooted child knew no one when she arrived from backwoods Louisiana Saturday nights. Pero la música de Texas was welcoming. The celebration of Flaco's smile welcoming. The king of Tex-Mex accordion belonged to Texas, but the musical mágico he composed made me feel like Texas also belonged to me. Reminded me of homegrown muddy water and how a song could feel so damn happy wrapped around something sad or good love gone bad blues. His accordion whining memories of my grandmother giggling and an oversized cowboy hat with lukewarm beer spinning me as fast as hard drop bounce in South Texas could carry a tune. Flaco was the soul-fed soundtrack to the first heartbreak of puppy love, Latin romance, South Texas quinceañera, and last summer chance. The first sweltering 4th of July in Friendship Park watching, you know what, I'm gonna let you guys do your thing because sometimes you gotta give music its space. The first sweltering 4th of July in Friendship Park watching Flaco bring a stage to life was divine accident. But every other time I grabbed a friend and danced across the wooden floor like Flaco's fingertips danced those bass buttons and white hot accordion keys was a revolution of God. And oh, how this vato could bring a crowd to their feet. His bravado leading the men to sway with their milongas and ladies to bob hips and 1, 2, 3s. In front of the stage, con los Tex maniacs, sweating in saucy circles with no regrets and shaky knees. Loco, show-stopping the red-hot squeeze box strapped to his shoulders to lean in and say, "Hi, mommy." The cry in his voice translating tongue and building songs of commonality. And after all these years, swallow memories of the love I've made to flaucos acordeons still unfold in bellows recuerdos musicales on the dirt-floored mesquite back roads. When I am missing the sound of walking home, always find me in the center of San Antonio, where lawn chairs and silver smiles sway to conjunto éxitos, finding history's footstep in the rhythm of Tex-Mex beats. Watching, witnessing the concrete action as strong leading hands balance delicate little fingers like formful needles spinning on sidewalk. Beat by beat, bailando bent over, humidity and heart shake mission marquee speakers. The siren in Flaco's accordion, continuously cultivating la cultura en mí.
Jazz poetry band of Los Chromosomes. Here we go. Winging it like a raven, the white window shade flies across the darkened room. Lefty's in the house. He's on another level. Smart but thoughtless, sensitive like a roach. Shrapnel from the shade flies, and it's lights out for those frustrated writers trying to write. Busy mouths slacken at the corners, and dimmed, diminished lighting reveals the weekday lovers making out in the hall. Velcro, buttons, and snaps come undone, and the taste of life is sweet and soft like breasts. Happy arms that hold on tight. Reciprocal reactions make it noisy. The guitar player is tuning up, and the drummers enter the fray. Lefty leaves through the side door, catches his train on time, and the poets line up against the wall. A word, a phrase, a line, a verse, a song. The future is past, and the past is present. An old world, a new moment. The party is on. Let's get down. Or get up. These are all the poets that are here today. So who's up? Don Mathis.
I write for Street Talk magazine. Every month they put a poem of mine in there and some previews of shows. I cover arts and entertainment. The February issue had a little poem. It's called Hold Me. Hold me like a cigarette and I will take your breath. Hold me like a bottle of beer and I will get you wet. Rub me, scrub me like a bar of soap until I'm nice and clean. Squeeze me like a toothpaste tube to make my eyeballs gleam. Hold me like a cereal spoon. I'll be the banana in your toasted oats. Shoot, hold me like a banana. Who will appeal the most? Hold me like a guitar pick, and I'll play you like a song. Dig me like a shovel, and I'll help your garden along. Twist me like a screwdriver, and we'll stay screwed to you. Squeeze me like adhesive, and we'll be stuck like glue. Hold me like a loaded gun, for I'm dangerous and wild. Hold me like a little baby, for I'm a delicate child. Squeeze me like a stapler, and we will not come apart. Turn me like a doorknob to open up my heart. Hold me like a cell phone when you got something to say. Hold me like a juicy watermelon on a hot summer day. Work me like a TV remote. I'll show you what you want to see. Drive me like a steering wheel to get where you want to be. Hold me like a pen, and I'll be your pen pal friend. Hold me like an open book until the journey's end. Hold me. Thank you.
Alright guys, if you don't like fuck you songs, then you should probably get the fuck out. But I don't mean fuck you, I mean fuck me. So, fuck you.
Guitar. Alright. Yeah, I moved too fast and she's too slow. Yeah, she took my money, she took my blow. And I tried my best to catch a runny nose. And the highest highs got the lowest lows. Never heard a pretty song that I wrote. You never had me down your pretty throat. We paint the town red, I paint your fur coat. Couldn't make you wet, but I'll sink your boat. So mommy bites like a good cocksucker, and daddy fights like a motherfucker. You take it and you try to tuck her, and you smoke more ice than a nice road trucker. And we talk it on the government. They refused to count our vote. Yeah, I couldn't say where my lover went. Yeah, she packed her shit and left a note. Last verse. So I pimped her soul to the universe. Yeah, I pimped her puss and stole her purse. And I pimped myself, and I made things worse. Well, I'm a fuck up mama in a fucked up world.
That's Brandon for you right there, man.
This one's a story of a jealous man. It goes something like this. Girl, tell me. Now what am I to do? You know I love you so much, I just don't want to share you. But every time you get a call from some old flame song, I go so crazy I could scream your name out in the hall. At a movie, to a dance, for a kiss or two. Best friends and lovers, nothing we wouldn't do. True romance novels got nothing on me too. But that's what friends are for, tried and true. You know my name on your lips is the song I long to hear. To the tune of I Love You, it'd be music to my ears. But this life's a small town, idle gossip makes the news. But everybody knows I'm in love with you. And the chorus kind of goes a little bit like this for Buddy Holly. Just like long, tall Sally, O'Donna, Peggy Sue, Proud Mary, Sweet Cherry, and Susie Q. Now Gloria, little sister, Linda Lou. Heart and soul of rock and roll, I'm in love with you. Yeah, heart and soul of rock and roll, I'm in love with you.
We got Ray Z coming up, y'all. That's Terry Armstrong for you.
Strange tranquility. She arrived prime time, of course. Showmanship blast off. Impressive in awe, sublime notice, awesomeness. Encore crowd applause. Ready to roar, sir, for an hour or more, sir. Hell inspiration. Let's jam in the plan. Not for Uncle Sam, for us. Sacred Zion place. Aslan dreaming still. Welcoming ceremonies. Global production. No escape this time. Now you'll endure it all. Reap what you have sown. The tables have turned. New world organization. Meek nerds are in place. Need I remind you? Your victims remember you. No getting away. Karmic exchanging. Chessboard moving to bloodbath. Sacrificial pawn. Size it up for rook. Finish the match in checkmate. The other queen won. Witness or ignore. Have influential impact. Bring positive vibes. Enchanting music. Charming meet and greet dance floor. Now, extravagance. Idodrome syndrome. Ideal human you must be. A rare visitor. No turning back now. The road less traveled you make beyond yesterday. Simple, modest snob. Genius laughter guides my mind. Outlandish leisure. I'm a strange Virgo. Scorpio and Gemini. Soldiers that calm me. I just want to dance on the exotic platform, grooving with some heart. Boogeyman and you, soft Sandman whispering tone, left alone again. Contemplative space, wandering in broad daylight, hamster turning wheel. Earth is my playground. Trees whispering majesty, angelic birds sing. Blurry reflections, remembering who I was, now a lost poet. Tranquility quest, a unique feeling to find. Smooth wilderness sounds. Glorious cool breeze, natural warmth upon me. The drifter riding. He has a slow walk, exploration on his mind, his spirit calming. A nomadic guy, he is always moving fast, swifter drifter. Leisure awareness, he is deeper than abyss, the summit deepness. No rebel yell here, a harmonious whisper replays in the air. Strangers glaring long, shadows of the night revealed. Darkness surrounds woods. Certain neighborhoods, familiar faces light up. New people notice. Blame the new drifter. He coasts on by saying hi. Those eye-catching glares. You'll know the truth, how it wanders alone still, hurt, brokenhearted. Freezing my ass off, next day sweating my balls off. San Antonio. Need sobriety, need prosperity also, for stability. The confessor says, repent and say a prayer, forgiveness awaits. Some rider arrived, stopped the drifter with a smirk. Drifter says hello. Pondering my life, wandering in so much strife. What is my purpose?
We're gonna let the band play a little bit right now. There's the chromies for you, the chromosomes. Now we got a Mandy Lynn coming up for you, go. Oldies. Cover oldies. Como que, like what? I'm your puppet. Hey. Como que what?
I'm a little rusty. Let's see what happens. Sleek car like a history book on wheels with your leather bench seats and big metal body. Baby, you were born to boogie. You are remnant of baby boomers bouncing in back seats down country dirt roads on the way to Sunday school. You are the staple that marks the time, sock hops and revolution songs, driving into the future. You only get finer with age. You are a classy, classic glimpse of open road freedom, no air condition, just feather flame breezes sliding through wild hair. Becoming someone's wet dream of glory days, their slow dance with the past. A dream that smells like aged motor oil, rust spots, and weathered leather. Damn sexy smelling nostalgia. The music of the driver's side creaking, the passing. A dream that has taken years to buy and has been sitting in the garage for 2 years waiting to be mastered. Dust off a little aspiration and inspire a little elbow grease. When I think of you, Ford Fairlane. When I think of you, El Camino, Camaro, Mustang, 1969 Malibu restored. Your shimmering gold paint detail, light tan, smooth sole, hard top. Oh, I think happy thoughts. The white wall spinning with the tire shine gleaming kinda makes me nervous, cause it reminds me of him. My chulito cholo sitting on that cracked leather bench seat, flipping through the stations on an old silver radio. Thin red line finally settling on an oldie station. Just pull my little string and I'll sing you a song. I'm your puppet. Make me do right or make me do wrong. I'm your puppet. Wipe on your I'll pull down low like smooth vato, stone vato. About to get him some vato. Reaching right over and slipping his hand up the skirt of a foxy young woman. Fogging up the window. Dense black handles rolled in circles let out a little steam. Never mind the chain steering wheel, there is more than enough room up front for two. Tuck the chunky chrome belt buckles into the seat and sit parked in the dark like we're going to town. Fond memories stick to seats like sweaty bodies in the moonlight. This car, a piece of history that continues to be made. Oh, I get hot and think those half-smile thoughts every time I see a sleek car like a big block, big book of history on wheels. Man, I think happy thoughts.
Puppets, keep smiling. I see that smile on your face. You want to be her puppet, don't you? Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay, so who's up, guys? Jazz poets. Diego, Ray.
What is wrong is not only do we not know how to speak our hearts, but we also do not know what our hearts are saying. Blind, but we feel the heat of the light 'cause it's there. It's the sun in my chest. It's the poetry from the pit of my belly, from the unknown in the whole of the heaven I'm creating, brick by brick. Building a beautiful human, humanly beautiful, blooming from the inside out, singing songs of great highs and great lows. And we are great with the gift to give our minds free of gravity. We've got the gravy, working with all kinds of sauces, flavors, spices. We're the ones cooking. Smell the aroma, you already know the kind of attitude we're bringing. This isn't personality, this is atmosphere. This is an attack on all that is dull and boring. We are artistically athletic. Poetics make the struggle work it. Every day I'm a stronger person, atomic bomb energy to awaken my inner angel. Lord, when I open my mouth, let me be as free as a child. Lord, set my heart on fire. Lord, how to burn in style. You know, often I felt stupid. You know, often the song gets stuck in my throat, and I'm telling myself, look, hey, don't sweat it. I know, I feel low and lethargic and less than zero. But this can't last forever. Be ready to bounce back. Be ready when that wave comes. I'm going to ride it, and I'm going to ride it hot. And when I touch back down, I'm a different man from when I started. Sharper senses, I come back with a wider range to feel the richness of life and all its juices, able to soak it up and give off my own sunshine, my only sunshine, the daylight defrosting me in the dead of December. You're the drink of water I daydream about in the driest part of the Sahara Desert. Sunshine, my only sunshine, nature's gold, purest honey straight off the honeycomb. I'm just a tumbling bumblebee, soaking up that sunny summer day supreme, the sky. A million shades of bluebonnets. That Texas heat has a certain taste to it. I love it. I can't get enough of it. I love my lover under it. Pardon me, my mind's in paradise. Pardon me, but I don't get reception here. pardon me, but I'm too busy writing 100 poems for my lover. 100 years of me and you, my love. Every time my pen moves, I think of you, my love. Yes, 100 poems just for her, and 100 more just to burn, to make room for this new self, a more true self. I'm doing great, how are you, self? I'll see you 100 poems later. Thank you.
Pablo Hernandez coming back up. Jazz poet.
Can y'all hear me this time? If the end is coming, can it come a little bit faster? If it's all true, let me roll the dice at the Golden Gate already. I've done my best, but at the same, I know I haven't done enough. I'm not ready to see him, but I know I never will be. And you tell me to stop procrastinating anyway, so if the end is coming, can it come a bit faster? Leave my future wife a widow and my child a bastard. Just don't leave me stuck here on this earth plastered. Let me be free. Let me know when I'm wrong and aware of my faults, but not when it's too late, because I'm a little bit too afraid. Let me slow down. But what if the flowers don't smell, or the breeze isn't refreshing, or if I stub my toe every once in a while? Maybe time will slow if I ask it a bit nicer. Does anyone read the signs anyway? Only the sign maker can hope. Maybe I'm not ready, but neither are you. Thanks.
Yeah, hey, that's Pablo. We got Mitchell Hornby back on the mic.
Feeling deliciously warm and spicy, even when South Texas gets icy. While being endeared in between those dicey cedar trees, the willows too, they wallow in the mere breeze that comes from the plains. We can't forget, having been reared in the hill country's attractive front porch, that you will know that you're up front when you feel the brunt of a sullen drop down of the dust pollen in the backyard of S.A. Town. Now, there's always time to say hello, from the tip to the toe, from the glassy slope of the adored shore. This corner can offer you yet more. And if you want to see more, these blades of sandy and muddy glades can give you more of what you want, galore. All this for you, even right at your door. Creciendo en un entorno adornado por Dios. Tan dichosos son los osos que residen en el suroeste, en el silvestre del jaguar bravo, relajando en las plantas de azúcar. Es cierto que esta región es el consentido de Dios, rica en recursos donde debemos relajarnos en esta tierra mimada por el divino. Pero el cariño que tenemos por ti, Texas, en el mundo sur, en el fondo de tu corazón, debemos guardárnoslo para que tus hazañas brillen como la deliciosa manzana por generaciones ajenas y futuras.
drummies, chromosomes, right there for you. Mitchell Hornbeak, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna do one I wrote back in the 1900s. But it feels like it was written in the 2000s, so we'll see. It's called Waiting for Francis. My name is Eduardo Garza, by the way. De Cavazos. Yeah, real slow and easy. Almost nothing. Watching the light change as the day ends. Dusk reflected on the polished floor of Rosario's at Alamo and St. Mary's. Red car, blue car, many cars for room around the corner. Unheard because of the din in the room and the thick picture windows. High heels, black skirt lesbian with her tank top girlfriend settle into the room with the rest of us. I'm waiting for Francis. Coffee. And a first coffee refill. Waiting for some sugar. Some of that sweet sugar. Corporate hedging group of pseudo yuppies transgress, digress over margaritas and Tom Collins. Beer face over there, unsure he wants to be with her. Topographical undulation as I rediscover the flavor of the salsa. I try to keep from calling her again a broken heart, timid to re-enter the domain of passion. So many cars pass by, no one I know. Large windows provide a four-corner view of this Southtown world. At 1:30, the time she said she would call, I order my meal. I ain't gonna wait no more. The meal devoured, very few remnants, and coffee. The night birds and the bats swoop and swerve. We only get what we deserve. The night birds and the bats swoop and swerve. We only get what we deserve. Oh. close it out. It's after 4. I thought we were going to play till 4, but it's almost 4:30. So here we go, guys. Brandon Davis is going to close us out with something.
Well, I ain't rolling forward, I ain't falling back. Alright, I won't yell into the mic from the top. Well, I ain't rolling forward, I ain't falling back. I ain't fell through, it was just smoke crack. Thought I lost you, but I lost my sack. Yeah, I thought I lost it, it's just up my ass. Ain't that hungry, just want a snack? Please cut me a little slack. You destroy what I create, I ain't going back, I ain't going straight. You're a pinchy, hodo, honky, wackadoo. Dancing little black, dancing little Jew. Comes down to money, bet you are too. I'm a little bit old and a little brand new. And you never spend a dime when you get laid. Never spend a dime cause you ain't been paid. Spend the night cause I'm afraid that she only comes and she never stayed. Last verse, scared of the night, scared of the day. Some people are afraid of the gays. Some people can't use that certain phrase. If you got somebody, gotta say. Some people gotta say what you're afraid to say. 1, 2, 1, 2. That felt good.
Yeah, hey, that's Brandon Davis, and we are the Jazz Poets of San Antonio. I want to thank you all for being here. And here we go with another day in SA. Beautiful day, I might say. And we'll be here next month, first Sunday. So look forward to that. We'll bring some new stuff, old stuff, whatever you want to. And on the 19th of this month, from 6 to 7 p.m., we'll be at Las Palmas Library, Jazz Poets and the Jazz Poetry Band, also known as the Chromosomes. Thank you, Captain Crush. Yeah. Robert, Randy, and Gustavo, and myself, Lalo. All right, guys. Enter. Here's